At home in Camanche, city leaders are eyeing a $4.2 million expansion to their library.
It's a project that some believe is money well spent, while others feel voters should close the book on this idea at the polls next month.
The story of Camanche's library started in 1965 when a local family sold their home to the city. But since that date, there hasn't been much done to keep the library up to date.
Libraries aren't about checking out books necessarily anymore. There's a lot of other things that they do.
If voters approve a $4.2 million bond referendum next month, the library would get new space, but most importantly, it would keep the library from going into disrepair.
So if you're going to invest $1 million in a building, why not just invest the rest of it and give yourself a really great facility that you don't have to worry about for the next 20 to 30 years.
As the library's condition worsened, the basement was sealed off, and with it, its space and services.
So we've become more cramped as far as just plain old, you call it floor space goes. And as such, we can't even have as many tables out or anything. So when you have a program where there's a lot of people, we try to cram into a tiny little space for that program.
But some think that money should be spent elsewhere.
We adore that library. We use it. We love it. It needs some upgrades, but not $4 to $7 million. It does need some work. The parking lot, I don't think, is ADA compliant. I would be in favor of investing in that. The bathrooms probably need an upgrade. They could use some work with those, they movable library shelves and stuff. So I'm not saying just abandon the thing completely, but, you use that money wisely, so.
Resident Randy Goldbeck says some of the things he'd like to see the $4.2 million bond referendum spent on include things like improving water quality, train noise, aging sewer systems, and roads. But City Administrator Kita says plans for replacing roads are still in the works, along with other upgrades just further down the line.
So we have a street improvement plan, and there's a schedule to fix those streets. This is investing in a long-term asset for the community, not a short-term fix.
There are several different proposed renderings for what the library expansion could look like, including one-story and two-story options. The library is also encouraging the public to come visit them to see all those and take guided tours. In Camanche, Kate Kopatich, KWQC, TV6 News.
The city administrator for Camanche tells TV6 this will not increase property taxes. Voters will make their decision in November for whether or not the city borrows the money for the renovation.